Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. Tonight we're doing more Pokemon Throwback. How are we all doing on this fine day? Well, I say fine, but shit always happens every time in between streams. So, let's see. Yep. Basically a perfect Alexam. I can't really think of anything to improve on this moveset. Good Nidoking King set. Probably can... When I get Earthquake, that's going to be the game changer. Decent Snorlax set. Really funny Pikachu set. Slide, Protect, Surf, Bite. Calm Nature. Protect, Surf, and Bite. Not bad. See what we can get after the fact. Alright, I haven't checked my items in a while. I'm going to check for that. Yep, okay. I've got quite a bit, so I think we'll be fine. Item finders as it is. It's fine. Nothing else I need here, so that's good. And don't really have anyone to catch right now, so... Okay. So here's what we're going to do tonight. Going to do the Pokemon Mansion, which is right here. Then we're going to do Blaine. Didn't mean to do that. That's weird. Then Sevi Island, which starts around here, because Bill will be there. Then after Sevi Island, we'll do Giovanni, and that'll be it. That'll be the stream. Let's get started then. Then we got Muck. Okay. If I recall, I think Muck was attack EVs, something like that. Been a while since I last checked. Yep, there's an item here. Man, a lot more moonstones than I thought there would be. Like a lot more moonstones. Grime. Don't need to fight you. I think we're fine. Come. No, I shouldn't be killing wild Pokemon so quickly because there are trainers here, so that will become a problem if I don't nip it in the bud. Jesus, level 36. Very powerful DOA player. Yep. Don't think I'll need that, but I shall take it. Yo, you're at work. Looks like this arrived just in time. Well, thanks for showing up. Yep, still going. Well, thanks for showing up, mate. It's perfectly fine that you're busy, so I don't expect you to stay around for the whole stream. That'd be impressive if you did, but you're by no means obligated to stay the entire time because obviously work comes before stream. Oh, whoops. Just realized. Forgot to do that. Always forget. I was wondering, I was like, oh, this filled up the screen a bit more than I thought it would, and now I realize why. I always forget when I start streams, I need to swap over to chat like that. Next stream, I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna remember. Coughing. A ghost? Why? Because I'm white? Snack. So you're an attack EV Pokemon, so I know who to put out. Well, that's always fun. Alright, we have like a 50-50 chance of getting paralyzed on the dig attack. Yep. Might just need to make it simple. Oh, come on. Not even a fucking strength. Fun, fun, fun. Thank you. Come on. Oh my lord. That's like a -5 in defense. Jesus. Just from an Ekans. It's just a bunch of intimidates. Ah, bloody hell. Okay. Now I'll try it. Rat. Oh my god, that does so much damage. I mean, I am -5 defense, so next hit is definitely gonna kill me. Because I want speed EVs. Rat. You must die. Who wouldn't? Look at that. I don't remember that doing it. Maybe I just forgot. I haven't gone this far into the Gen 3 games in a while. Yeah, pretty spooky. I did want to heal. I should do that now. There we go. Lemonade, best healing item in the game. In terms of HP per dollar, it's the best, easily. Because most of your Pokemon at this point in the game are not going to have enough health to justify a hyper potion. Not even close. Alright. So every switch is on, apparently. Yeah, he's got the full fucking Charmander line. Yeah. Bloody hell. You are so strong. Come on, no point intimidating me. I don't have a physical attack. Ooh, wheezing. Zinc. Okay. That's pretty good because it turns out I have a Pokemon just for that. Hi, what's up with the Sega Games stream? Saw my post on Twitter. Well, hi, Doggo. Thanks for showing up. So, what? So I'll give. So I'll tell you why I posted that. So we'll stay on the diary just for a tick. So I put out the tweet about Sega Games because my brother and I have been on a bit of a like AVGN binge because of the anniversary, right? And what James did, years ago, I remember these videos, but years ago he did like the whole SNES versus the Genesis kind of like discussion, because obviously it's like the first console war, right? Like it is the first one, culturally speaking. So he did these comparisons for like the graphics, the sound design and stuff like that. And then he talked about like the games library between the SNES and the Genesis. Excuse me. And watching that video kind of inspired me to be like, you know what? I never grew up with Sega, so I have no nostalgia whatsoever for basically anything they put out. So why not see what people could recommend to me to actually like try out? Because I have a couple of games on hand right now of like different Sega titles, not necessarily in the range I'm looking for. So for those who haven't seen my Twitter, basically I asked for Sega games anywhere between the Genesis / Mega Drive, which is like the second Sega console or third, something like that. So it's after the Sega Master System. That's like the beginning of Sega's consoles for the most part. So I want people to recommend Sega games to me anywhere between the Genesis / Mega Drive, all the way up to, I want to say, before the 7th gen console. So before PS3 and Xbox 360. Exclude the Xbox original because I don't have anything like that on hand, and the emulator's not very good still. I don't even know how good it would be on Linux. Probably not at all. But I'd like to give Sega games like a fair shake, like more of a fair shake. I'm particularly interested in their RPGs because you know, if you've played enough RPGs, like you're familiar with the difference between like Nintendo and Sony RPGs, right? And so I was like, you know what? How about we hear from like the Sega team, like what they would recommend for games. Like it's not. I'll be clear that it's not a guarantee that I'm going to stream these games. It's mostly for my own personal amusement and interest and curiosity. But if there is a Sega game that would make for a good stream, I'm willing to give that a go. Like I streamed Virtual Fighter, for example, and I'm not against streaming something else, like a Sonic game, for example. Because my brother Shane is obsessed with Sonic and I'm not, so that could be something funny. Your favorite Sega games are Castlevania Bloodlines and Gunstar Heroes. I did hear about... I do know about Gunstar Heroes. That's a pretty popular one. I will make sure to grab that, actually. Well, here, why don't I just write down the list? It's just so I don't forget. Right, so we'll call this Sega Recommendations. Recommendations. So Gunstar Heroes. And Castlevania Bloodlines. Alright. Those will be added to my secret folder of archived video games that I totally purchased legitimately. Thank you very much. And, christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Ah, so you're not allowed to say christened anymore. That's offensive because it references Christianity, I guess. But yeah, I said on Twitter, for games that I already have on hand, like I have the 6 mainline Yakuza games, basically the Nagoshi sextology. And I have Sonic Mania Origins? Not Sonic Origins, just Sonic Mania Origins. That's on the Switch, right? And I feel like a game like that is not a good idea unless I've seen the source of that game's inspiration, like with the level designs and stuff like that. I feel like playing the source would make more sense first before I pick that up. Because one thing I also have as well is I have an 8-bit do Sega Genesis styled controller. You know, like it's shaped like the original controller. Guyana. Yes. Guyana? Guyana. South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Okay, that was the first message, technically. So one thing I'd like to do with the Sega games specifically is I'd like to pull out my Sega controller and play Sega games on that. Get the truest experience possible with what resources I have, because I don't have... Like, I've never owned a proper Sega console, like, ever. So I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be a really cool idea. Out of those games I mentioned, you only played Sakura Wars 1, and you did so mostly for the soundtrack. Yeah, I think I have 2 of them, because I think only those 2 are fully translated, I think. I'd like to double check and make sure that I'm not missing any content with Sakura Wars, because I actually have the PS4, not really a reboot, but like, I guess soft reboot, sort of, because they didn't give it a subtitle, they just called it Sakura Wars on the PS4, which is not annoying whatsoever. And I watched my brother play that game, and it's actually a pretty neat game. I think I quite like what I saw, and I'd like to play it for myself, especially since it's been quite a few years now since he played it, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. So I'd like to play that fresh at some point. But yeah, I have the first 2 Sakura Wars games translated into English. I'd like to give those a go, like an honest go, because they seem like deeply important Sega games. Like, really important. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. God, this game has such cool, like, lore underneath the whole thing. It's just a shame that we don't get a lot of this in newer Pokemon games. Very sad. Yeah, Sakura Wars is like quintessential dating sim stuff, right? Like, it's way too important. What else did I say I got? So I said I have Shenmue on PS4. Technically, that's my brother's copy, but for the sake of argument, it's the same difference. It's available to me for me to borrow, is what I really mean to say with that game, which is fine. Only 100 health at level 39. That's not very good. Excuse me. We've got to level up Moist Spoon until he reaches level 40, which I think is a fair cutoff point to kind of balance out the levels. What else did I say? I said I had Rocket something adventures. Rocket Knight? Yeah, Rocket Knight. I have Rocket Knight Adventures handy. I have Sonic 3 handy. I should have the other Sonic games, but I'm kind of not sure what the best versions of those are to get, I suppose. Because there are a bunch of ROM hacks, you know, and they're all different in some way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't know which one to get. I'll have to do some more research into that. I'm tempted to just pull up my page. Just do that for a tick. 1 second. Let's pull up the tweet. Oh yeah, the whole Neptunia thing as well. We've got to talk about that. God, there's a whole lot we could talk about tonight. Oh yeah, okay. Shenmue, already said that. Rocket Knight Adventures, yep. Sonic 3, yep. That Sonic 3 is the one with the Michael Jackson music. That's why I got it. Sakura Wars, don't have all of it. Sega Essentials, so that's like a collection of like 7 games on the PS2. So I made sure to grab that, because that's the only way you can play certain Sega games. And Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, which has a whole censorship issue, unfortunately, but it's the only way to play it, unless I get the Japanese version. Okay. Sonic with Michael Jackson music? Yep, that's right. Sonic 3 is confirmed to have... The soundtrack for Sonic 3 was confirmed to be worked on by Michael Jackson. Like, Michael Jackson collaborated with Sega for that game's music, and that's... I mean, that's been the rumor for years, but it was confirmed a few years ago that that was... I should go back up, actually, because... I think something's opened. But yeah, no, they confirmed that the reason Sonic 3 is not able to come back in its original form with the soundtrack is because it was Michael Jackson who worked on it. And I actually really like that, honestly. Like, that's something that kind of goes understated with Michael Jackson. Like, he was a massive Sega fan. And that honestly, that makes him kind of more charming, in my opinion. Because it's so easy to say, oh yeah, my favorite console is a Nintendo console of some sort, or my favorite company is Nintendo or something like that. Hell, you didn't know that? Yeah, no, it was confirmed, like, God, nearly 10 years ago, I think, or like 5 years ago. It's a long time. But yeah, no, that's why, because Sega put out Sonic 3 on Steam, but the music was not the same. Ooh, Magmar. Thought you could get Magmar in here. I do need to fill in that Pokédex a little. Might as well. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that he was a Sega fan. Moonwalker was exclusive to Sega, I'm pretty sure. Like, even the arcade version of Moonwalker, it's a Sega arcade. You know? So I really like that. I think that's awesome. Personally. There's one fast Magmar. Ooh, perfect. Now I shall catch her. Moonwalker's a funny game. Yeah, I still remember the APN episode. You save the little girl as Michael and she does like her dance thing. But if you put Michael too close to her, it looks really, really wrong. No, that was funny as hell. I actually have the Moonwalker movie on DVD. This was during my like big Michael Jackson phase. It was kind of a like before he passed away, kind of thing. So I kind of got into Michael basically right towards the end of his life, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? Oh, come on. And one of the things I did was I watched his movie Moonwalker, and I remember at the time thinking, well, this was very esoteric and strange. I didn't use that word specifically. I didn't know what esoteric meant when I was like 13, 14. So I had no idea what that would have meant, but... I mean, I remember not hating it. I thought it was alright. It was just very bizarre. Which I guess was the point. Yeah, should probably swap Lord Helix out, because he's going to die. Then I had to resurrect him 3 days later. I just realized this is the iconic Blaine versus Ash fight. Except I'm trying to catch the Magmar, not destroy it. Nailed it. Okay. Alright, I'm thinking something along the lines of... I'm thinking... Botmar. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, as usual, when I catch a new Pokemon, I leave it up to chat to come up with name suggestions, and if I like the name, I will adopt it. But this is my pick right now. Yeah. Well, I guess while we wait for name ideas, fucking god. What can we talk about? There's a rumor You're bad at name suggestions, sorry, thought mine was good. Okay, we'll just go with that then. And we'll just talk about what I was about to talk about. So, I guess in lesser news, we can talk about Hogwarts Legacy. Because, oops. No, I know. Why do you have to back all the way out like that? Because there's a rumor going around that Hogwarts Legacy is getting a sequel, which, I mean, that was always kind of the plan, I think, because it's way too successful not to. And now it's owned by Paramount, which is really funny, actually. The whole Harry Potter thing. And, well, if you know anything about, Hogwarts Legacy, you know that there are some fucking deranged motherfuckers. So like, seriously deranged, sick individuals who said that they would boycott Hogwarts Legacy, and if anyone else played it, they would basically harass you and threaten to fucking ruin your life. Because they're nice people like that, right? So, that'll be a whole fucking rigmarole going through all that shit again on Twitter. That was fucking ridiculous. Thanks for me. More special attack EVs for me, thank you. Voltorb. Psychic should be fine. So you're stuck? Kill yourself, is basically what it's saying. Because then I pressed that. Speaking of deranged motherfuckers, well, I guess they're pretty much the same people, for the most part. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Chibi Review situation, but fuck me, man. There are some, like, seriously fucked up individuals out there. Like, it actually blows my mind just how evil people are willingly being. Like, I don't know how familiar you guys are with that, but oh my fucking lord. There are just some thick fucking bastards out there. The Hogwarts Legacy would be a mid, no one cared if it wasn't for the boycott. Yeah, from what I've heard, Hogwarts Legacy is a decent game at best. I mean, I bought it because of the woke boycott, mainly so that I could tell them to go fuck themselves, because I hate those people. Yeah, a mid game no one would care for. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it's not the best game, but I guess it does accomplish its basic premise, which is, oh, you get to create your own character, unless they're white, not allowed to be white, and you got a Hogwarts, which is all you really need that story to be, I guess. What's up with Chibi? Who doxed him this time? So, it's kind of two things that happened at once. The first thing that happened was his harassers decided to... let's see. His harassers decided to dox his dead brother's grave. Now, what does that mean in practice? Well, what that means is... what it means is they doxed a dead man. What can I say? Like, I'm pretty sure Chibi's brother actually killed himself as well, so... there's that extra level of fucked upness to the whole story. So they doxed his grave. They actually doxed it a while ago, but what they've done now is they decided to create like AI generated images of themselves going putting one of the guys puts himself in front of Chibi's brother's grave with like a shovel, basically threatening to desecrate the corpse, desecrate the grave, which is actually a crime, by the way. Now you might be thinking, it's like, there's no way they would commit a crime. Well, this is the same group of people who put CSAM on Chibi's DeviantArt account after they hacked it. So these are the same kinds of people who have actual illegal child exploitation material just ready to throw out on a dime against anyone they don't like. You don't know how Chibi finds these people because you remember it's not the first time his family came under threat. It's just a continuation of it. Like, there are people who are saying that Chibi is kind of asking for trouble because he keeps bringing the whole thing to light, but the problem is this is not a simple fucking trolling campaign where people make fun of you for your opinions. This is like genuine criminal activity we're talking about. Like genuine psychopathic bullshit. So I don't agree with people who say that he should just leave the entire thing alone. Even if he does overshare certain details about his life, it's like, if you have a heart, you need to understand what the fuck is happening to him, honestly. If you have a heart, you have to understand that. He's going through a lot. So his harassers are now generating AI photos of themselves standing in front of his brother's grave, threatening to dig him up. Which, again, I must reiterate, that is a crime. Grave robbing is a crime, right? Okay. Not that way. I have to click that switch to go back up. No worries, you're not saying Chippy's in the wrong. Yeah, I know. I didn't get that from you, of course. Like that, I knew that that's not what you meant, obviously. I'm more just talking about the general sentiment around Chibi reviews. Which I don't know why people are siding with his harassers on anything that's been happening, but there are people who are doing that for a bunch of fucking reasons. So that's already bad enough. Threatening to dig up the grave of your dead brother who killed himself. That's already fucked up. Now what's happened is Chibi had to call the FBI because there was a thread on Kiwi Farms where someone was goading a teenager with $200 to go over to Chibi's house and either shoot him with a gun or himself get shot with a gun. I'll reiterate. There was a thread on Kiwi Farms where someone was goading a teenager to invade Chibi's private property by going up to him and threatening to shoot him dead. to literally assassinate him. Or, alternatively, get himself killed because he was trespassing on his private property and threatening to take his life. Either way, it's mutually assured comedy in their minds. Keep in mind, in a previous stream, I've talked a little bit about Kiwi Farms without getting into too much detail. But I'm just stunned by the level of scumfuckery that people will resort to. All because, by the way, this was the inciting incident for these people. The inciting incident, in their minds, was this is what he did. Chibi said Boruto is shit, as opposed to Naruto. So he said the Boruto anime is shit, and he said, and he didn't say, he posted an unedited panel or a page spread of Dan, where the two characters are either naked or in their underwear. Alright, well, I did not find what I was looking for, so I need to go back in there. That's it, by the way. He said an anime was shit, and he posted a Dan page from the manga. That's literally all he did. Just those two things, and apparently as well, being a skinny white boy, that was all enough to fucking justify all the fucking depravity you could think of. Like, sheer scumfuckery, like, villain bullshit. Chibi haters remind you of that Harry Dresden Demon Slayer guy. Dude, yeah, I can see it. I can absolutely see that. It just blows my mind how fucking disgusting people can be. He should prepare a camera in case they arrive. I think he should. He needs security cameras, absolutely. Because these people are actually putting him and his family in danger. Like, their lives are actually in danger because of these fucking disgusting cunts. Boruto is arse, agree. Yeah. It is. Boruto sucks. And people saying that on the internet should not warrant fucking grave robbery, assassination attempts, putting CSAM on your fucking hacked accounts. Like, what the fuck? I am so fucking disgusted by these people. If I spot... I'll make this public right now. If I spot any of those fucking sick little shitheads in my chat or on my Twitter page, they're getting blocked on sight. No fucking second chances. Don't you ever fucking come to my stream, you fucking little monsters. Fucking disgusting cunts, the lot of you. Need a switch. Talking about the chibi mongoloids? Yep, we are. Anyway, hi Jaded Warlock, thank you for showing up. Just doing a Pokemon Mansion run, we're looking for that key. Yeah, I was just talking about what chibi reviews did wrong, quote unquote. By that you mean the people that just hate chibi reviews for no reason. Also, hello. Hello. Yeah, it's... It's not as simple as hating Chibi reviews. It was never that simple. Chibi's crimes, quote unquote, were saying a shit anime was shit, posting an uncensored page from a popular manga, being against censorship, and being white. Those are his 4 sins. And that was enough to have the entire internet dox his house, dox his family, dox his brother's grave, threaten to dig up his brother's grave, have an assassination attempt on his life. I think there was also a fucking mail, like a mail bomb as well they were threatening to do as on top of that. Dude, these people are fucking sick in the head. They should be thrown in a mental asylum and have the key melted down into fucking something more useful than giving them a chance to escape the fucking hellhole they deserve to live in. His crimes were being a person with right reason. Damn right. Absolutely fucking appalling. If I catch any one of those fuckers in my chat or on my Twitter, I'm fucking getting rid of them immediately. No second chances. You little fucktards. No fucking second chances. There's nothing down here. What is here? Slag is useful as a paperweight. You've learned that those people only understand eternal torment. There are a lot of things they deserve that I can't say because of YouTube's terms of service. But boy would they deserve every fucking millisecond of it. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. And somehow there are people who think it's a really good idea to somehow defend Chibi's quote-unquote critics. Like, there are people who are so fucked in the head that they are willing to defend and side with people who have CSAM on their hard drives whenever they need to post it for some fucking godforsaken reason. The same people who will dox and harass you, who will relentlessly bully you and call you a pedophile over fiction. So all these actions people are taking against Chibi reviews, that's not enough for them to disavow what's happening against him. Nothing they do is enough for these people. Because Chibi review fights back, disagrees with them, stands up for himself. You people are almost as bad as the people who are actually trying to destroy his life. You're like second place to those fucking disgusting scumfucks. Should they find themselves here, you'll not give them any quarter. Oh, they wouldn't last long. Because I have chat right next to me on a second monitor. If I see any of them fucking jump in here, they're getting blocked instantly. They're fucking gone. And they'll just have to sit there and listen to me chew them out for fucking 5 or 10 minutes. However long they decide they want to be fucking ripped a new asshole for. Because those people do not deserve any of my time. Outside of me telling them to fucking go find a bridge and start swimming. Find a bridge and go for a swim. That's what I say. There's a difference between a critic and someone that abandoned their humanity to be a good person. Absolutely. 100%. Where the fuck is that key? Sorry, I'm so fucking mad and ranting about this whole thing that I'm losing track of where I need to go. You got an email back for a screening interview? Wow, great job, man. That's awesome. Well done. That's really good. Oh, excuse me. No, it's not the right side, I'm pretty sure. I have to go back upstairs. I recall what I'm missing is... So I have to go down this way, because I've been going down the other way. So this is where I was last time. This is the exit, so I need to go down. Yeah, this is where I needed to go. Because I need the switch here. This will allow me to go into a different room on this floor, and then go back upstairs to get what I need. Took you months of sending out job applications, but you're finally going somewhere. Just upset it took so long. I totally get that. It's so fucking ridiculous. The job market's totally fucked. It's so fucked. Okay, that's where I need to go. Uh-oh, where am I now? Alright, Growlithe I think is an attack EV, so we're gonna send out a Papachai. Also, your YouTube algorithm gave you a vid meant for employers looking for remote employees. Why am I not surprised? There are so many fucking... There are way too many companies outsourcing. That is not a sustainable business model. I'm gonna be honest. That is not sustainable. Unless your goal is to turn the native population into a serf class, which... If that's your goal, you're doing a good fucking job of it, clearly. Oops. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Nice, full restore. It was shilling how they pick the cream of the crop of Indians for remote work. Oh my god. There's nothing I could say to that. That doesn't speak for itself, to be honest. What a fucking shit show. God, speaking of a shit show, have you guys? I don't know if you guys have been following the recent Tekken 8 community drama with Mike Hollow and After School Sophie, but that was a thing that happened. Alright, how far along are you to leveling up? Alright, one more and then we'll swap you for probably Hand Planet. Technically, Thief is not... Steel doesn't resist Dark in Gen 3, so I should be fine. Alright, sweet. Electrode. Well, you're level 40 now, so I can swap you out. Apapachai. You were too busy watching the EBT tribe, i.e. welfare recipients in the United States, freak out that their food stamps can't buy junk food anymore, and by watching I mean laughing. Yeah. Yeah. I know a little bit about that. The whole food stamp scam. How they're not actually using food stamps for their intended purposes, they're instead selling them to make money off them. It's just actually just genuine third world bullshit mentality. Like actual third worlder fucking mindset. Let's see how long I need to level up. Technically, Apapachai I think would be easier to level up at this point. Okay. We have too many people who still think food stamps are a good idea for them. Food stamps only work when the people participating in that system do so honestly and in good faith. If you go into the welfare system with nefarious intentions, it's going to facilitate it. Not a whole lot I can do. Ooh, Blizzard. Can't Omastar learn Blizzard? I think it can. Yes, you can. Fuck, that's really good. But Hand Planet can learn it too. Oh. We'll see what Lord Helix can swap out. I guess Bite, but... Teaching Hand Planet Blizzard would be really cool. Because you have... Body Slam's better because it's stronger and it can paralyze. Headbutt can flinch, but... we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. We don't need that right now. Come back to it later. But yeah, the purpose of the welfare system is it should be there to help people who genuinely need the help, right? Not for people who are looking to exploit the system for other purposes. Facts, that's why you want it gone. Yeah. Yeah. I can't entirely support the idea of getting rid of the welfare state because obviously I have family that relies on it, so it's not... For me, it's not a black and white issue, although I absolutely have criticisms of it. You know? And I think that's most people's opinion anyway. At least I think so. We need Hand Planet to metronome fly. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. I can just see Hand Planet, like the Snorlax in Smash Brothers, where it just jumps and it goes all the way down like fucking 5 times bigger. What's happening in Tekken World? So, the long and short of it is, Mike Hollow cut off ties with After School Sophie because she did a bad job of pushing back against a guy named Arturo Sanchez. Basically, it's a whole fucking it's a long-winded drama, honestly. This has been going on for like a year. Longer. But basically, Arturo Sanchez was a highly regarded and respected member of the FGC until basically the FGC cancelled him for money-related issues. One of them, in my opinion, was not entirely his fault at the time. This is with something called Maturino, so it was basically a whole thing about misplaced funds, which he paid off, so that wasn't his fault at the time. Or if it was his fault, he quickly rectified it, and it shouldn't have been a drama, right? The second was something that was more directly his fault, and this would be with a guy named Dominion, where he promised to build Dominion a PC for $10,000. He did not build the PC, so he got sued and taken to small claims court and all this stuff, right? He eventually paid that back, but at some point in between his cancellations, because the FGC threw him out and just immediately assumed he was ripping people off, like just immediately. So Arturo has legitimate grievances against the FGC, right? He's not entirely wrong for feeling the way he is. The problem is he's now absolutely lost his fucking marbles. Like, not as a joke lost his marbles, but like genuinely, I think, has developed a mental illness kind of thing. And I think there are people who are enabling Arturo and his mental illness so that they could get him to eventually kill himself, right? Which I know YouTube already hates the language I'm using, but fuck YouTube, right? Better to tell the truth than to fucking censor yourself. So Arturo has fallen into a mental health spiral of sorts, and part of this spiral has fed into his beef with Mike Hollow for a bunch of reasons. And eventually, after school, Sophie joined in. Basically, she went into it with the intention of seeing if she can get Arturo to actually, like, get the help he needs, because he's clearly not coping very well with whatever's going on in his life. That much is obvious. So Sophie felt, because she was also cancelled for saying the gamer word on stream, not even the hard R, by the way, just the same word that all the black people fucking say all the time, but as soon as you say it, you're a bad person. Bullshit. So, because she understood what Arturo was feeling in terms of the cancellation part, she felt that she should try to give Arturo a chance to say what he needs to, and there we go. To say what he needs to, and hopefully get himself the help he needs, right? The problem is Arturo is not a very trustworthy narrator, you could say. Oh, you can just fight these guys now? That's good. I think in the original Cinnabar gym, you had to get the question wrong in order to fight these guys, but now you can just fight them. That's pretty useful. Well-respected member of the FGC, he was doomed from the word go, but still building a PC for 10k and not delivering? Why? There's a rumor that he was, there's a rumor of substance abuse, so it's believed he used the money to pay for drugs. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. I've always maintained that that was only an allegation. There's no proof of substance abuse. So that's one reason. Who knows why that money went missing. But the fact of the matter is, it went missing. And he got sued for it. And yeah, he was in the wrong for that. I would hope he accepts that he was wrong for that, but... yes, it does. I'm just doing that for my ego now. So he's taken the Spoony 1 route. That is sad. Yeah. He's completely deteriorated. Oh God. He's now saying that he's a non-offending pedophile. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, that basically means... God. There are people online who identify as pro-P, anti-C, which basically means pro-pedophilia and anti-contact, which means their one hardline rule that they'll adhere to, which is not saying a whole lot with these people, is that they don't want to touch children. With Spoony did pass away, is just how he spiraled from his original... Yeah, Spoony has a whole thing where he made promises with his audience to make a movie, and then he didn't fulfill that promise, right? It's a whole thing. Only more drama and less Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. You know exactly what that means, yeah. Well, unfortunately, there are people in the world... Well, actually, fortunately, there are people in the world who don't know what that means, and unfortunately, if they're watching the stream, I have to break the news to them so that they understand what I'm talking about. But basically, Arturo is doing a whole thing where he's talking about how his son was abducted and how like his ex-wife was like kidnapped him and took him away from him, and he's saying that there are a bunch of pedos in the FGC, which I guess is not entirely wrong, but if you're going around calling yourself a non-offending pedophile, that's not helping your case either against them. And of course he's tying this as well into like lolly hentai as well. He's just trying to stir up as much trouble as possible, right? Like he's completely fucking deranged. Pokey Flute will wake you up. Your response? That's nice. Now please go to the padded cell. Yeah. It's fucking gross. It's so fucking gross. There are preds in the FGC. Yeah, there are. Absolutely there are. Yeah. So this all happened while Sophie was trying to give Arturo a chance, right? Now, did she make mistakes trying to give him a platform, a chance to redeem himself? Yeah, obviously she made mistakes in that process, but her initial desire, her like, how do I explain it? Her wish to promote free speech is not wrong. She is not wrong for wanting to do that. The problem is Arturo himself. Arturo latched onto Sophie and exploited her naivete for all it's worth. And because she wasn't equipped well enough to deal with that, you know, there are people in her community who are saying basically it's like, oh, if you keep trying to do this, I'm leaving, kind of thing. And I'm like, well, maybe you weren't really her fan if this is your limit that you're willing to tolerate her with Arturo, which keep in mind the primary one at fault here is Arturo. It's not Sophie. Sophie's mistake was trying to give a platform to a guy who was just going to exploit her for all he could, right? But she's not wrong for feeling like he needs help, because he obviously is going through something that is making him talk like a fucking psycho. Like, obviously. But, you know, there's a whole drama within her community where she was basically saying, it's like, look, I believe in free speech and you can't really take that away from me kind of thing, and if you don't agree with that, then just fuck off, right? And this whole thing spiraled because she can't cope with this whole fucking situation. It's clearly too much for her. And because it's too much for her, that Mike is using that to say that he's cutting off ties with Sophie completely. And that he regrets ever giving her a second chance after the whole N-word controversy, which... I don't agree with that. That's what I'll say. Like, if that's enough for you to cut her out entirely because of a bunch of fuck-ups, then you weren't really her friend to begin with, were you? And making two whole fucking videos about it as well, I'm not cool with that either, just to be honest. Mike doesn't watch my streams, but if he did watch my streams, then I'll just say, Poliwag evolves 3 times? No. It evolves twice. It has 3 evolutions, but it does not evolve 3 times. Yeah, Mike doesn't watch my streams, but if he did, I've already told him I don't agree with cutting off ties with Sophie because of this whole thing. Because it's my belief that Arturo is the problem, not her. There are Preds in the FGC, and they unironically hate Lolly and Shota because it's completely competing with their fetish. Let's not put fetish on the list of paraphilias. let's not give pedophilia that much credit, because that's just the lowest of depravity you can get. Only rivaled by being a Chibi Reviews hater. It's clear he has some demons he's fighting, but she needs to know how to pick her battles. Yeah, and I think she's taking that lesson now because she's going through a whole second cancellation, which I don't think was necessary for her to go through at all. And I said as much on Mike's stream when I was invited to ask her questions. I said that... Okay, I didn't even pay attention to that dialogue. I said in the stream when I first spoke to her that the people who harassed her over the N-word thing were not the actual victim. She's the victim of that. No, they're not. I felt when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared, its light allowed blinded. Okay, it's about Moltres. God, my nose is itchy tonight. It's really annoying. Let me just blow it. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, Sophie was way over her head with the Arturo thing. I don't think she has the skills necessary to navigate a mental health crisis with someone like Arturo. Right? But here's the thing. Her being ill-equipped to cope with all that, I don't believe is a good enough reason to cut her out. Now, maybe because I haven't seen the stream where he does this whole big fucking announcement and making money off announcing how he's cutting out the VTuber that his entire community already hates anyway, by the way. They already don't like her for a bunch of reasons. So now he's just fucking kicking the horse while it's down, you know? Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. Correct. So maybe Sophie did some other stuff that I'm not fully aware of that looks worse. With context. I don't know. Like I said, she was not equipped for something like Arturo, so she was bound to make mistakes. I am not convinced that she has made any mistake bad enough that it warrants cutting her out of your life and doing a whole song and dance about how she crossed all your lines. I'm sorry. That's just so stupid to me. So stupid. But who am I to talk? Your morals are fucking bad because you believe free speech should be free. Who knows? So I actually said in one of Sophie's streams after the fact, I said she needs to basically forget about Mike, right? Because I feel like, okay, I didn't want to do a sleep rest talk strategy. This is Gen 3, not Gen 2. What was I saying? There's a whole thing where, yeah, Sophie relied too much on Mike Hollow for inspiration, if that makes sense. Basically, she wanted to do what Mike is doing on his channel, which is like moderating these hard conversations and stuff like that. And that's fine. But she clearly isn't equipped for that. Right? At least not for something as fucked up as Arturo. That's the whole thing. Like, conversations about, like, Tekken 8 and balance and stuff, that's nowhere near as difficult, right? Nope. Right, there's Blaine. Snorlax has no PP for any of her attacking moves. So that's fun. I can't use her at all. I mean, I could go heal. It's not like I can't. But yeah, fuck it. We'll chuck Hand Planet out, and then swap her out, so that she can at least get some experience. I make a good point. Well, I hope I am. You want to say inexperienced woman moment. Oh, they hate VTubers, how interesting. Yeah. Like, in my opinion, it's very easy for Mike to cut her out. Like, he can say it's for crossing all his lines, if he wants. But in reality, there are a bunch of external factors that made it way easy for him to do it anyway. There was no anticipation of a backlash from his own community for getting rid of her, because they already hate her. And they already hate me as well. And feelings mutual, by the way. Stupid cunts. Feelings completely mutual. I don't like a lot of his community either. But you know. Yeah, what else happened? One of that thing I said in Sophie's stream, that actually got screenshotted by people in Mike Holler's community, and they actually tried to start some drama between me and him. So obviously, like we sorted it out in DMs in private. I basically explained why I said what I said at the time, and he explained his side, and then basically that's it. And I told him as well that I'm sticking with Sophie on this whole thing because I don't believe what she did was that fucking horrible. Like, not even close. Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Thanks for showing up to the stream. Is this vanilla fire red leaf green? No, this is a ROM hack called Pokemon Throwback. It's basically a like a Gen 1 / Gen 3 like mixture, where obviously you can hear the Gen 1 music, but it makes all the Pokemon available that you can get in these games, so there's no version exclusive. Like fossil Pokemon have a higher level kind of thing. Okay, that's quite strong. That's a lot stronger than I thought it would be, but it's fine. I will live. Lord Helix is all-powerful. Oh fuck, I'm gonna flinch. Let's go! Oh! Boy. There's no point in... Oh, hello, he didn't heal. You don't know how I'll get the Johto and Hoenn starters, though? Okay, so it's not every Pokemon in Gen 3, it's every Pokemon you can get within Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that would be the Johto exclusives. In, like, the Sevi Islands, it would be the Legendary Beasts, for example. Like, stuff like that. Okay, Lord Helix is going to die, so that needs to be swapped out. But yeah, there are other ROM hacks if I wanted to get the entire national dex, which I don't want to do because that's a whole fucking gigantic playthrough that I'm not prepared to do. Just wanted to play the main game for the most part. To have fun. And that's Moist Spoon gone. Ouch. Alright. Go, my knee! Hit him with your Thunder Blast! My knee clutched it out. Oh yeah. Pikachu! Hi Shane, thanks for showing up. TM38 I think is Fire Blast? Yes, Fire Blast. Don't waste on a water Pokemon. Vulpix or Charmeleon? You might be lowballing it a little bit, but sure. I do want to teach Rotoscoped. No, wait, Rotoscope can learn Solar Beam, can't he? No, that's only later. Damn. Fire Blast. We will replace... Steel Wing. that light ball Pikachu or plain one? My knee beats blame. That's a twist. My knee hit that horse, Charlie. No, it's not. It's not light ball Pikachu. My knee is holding leftovers. Just pull her up. Yeah, she's holding leftovers. Because she kind of needs it. Look how low her fucking health is at level 39. Not good. Okay. If I recall... Oops. If my knee can beat Dragonite, that'd go so hard, lol. I'll try it. The problem is... this isn't Gen 1 cheese mechanics, where you can throw a poison type in front of Dragonite and it'll use Barrier the whole time. Pikachu made of glass. Yeah, she's not very strong, but... we're doing it for the meme. Now, where is Bill? I should be taken to the Sevi Islands. Unless the ROM hack has changed the order of things, so now I don't encounter Bill? Because in that case, I'd have to do this. It's kind of crazy. Why don't I check where Bill is? Because maybe I have to talk to him to get the Sevi Islands, or maybe it... because this is the first time I'm playing this ROM hack, so I have no idea how much has changed. Because normally, Bill should already be on Cinnabar, asking me to go to Sevi. Oops. So is this a final stretch, or we need to do the Sevi Islands? Technically, we're at the final stretch. But it seems I can't do the Sevi Islands. Because this is following the Gen 1... the Gen 1 canon-like layout. Where there were no Sevi Islands back then. Which means... we're doing... Giovanni's gym. Let's see. Rare candies and moonstones. You know, I do need to put some items away, so I'll do that first. What am I doing? So no pedo hypno side quest, that's a shame. Yeah, I actually had the perfect fucking nickname for hypno, but yeah, it's looking like I can't do that tonight. Maybe I can do the Sevi Islands after Giovanni, maybe. but most likely it's going to be entirely post-game. It seems to be what they're doing. Oh, you know what? There's actually an item I need to get now that I have 50 Pokemon in my Pokedex. If I recall, it's down here. Don't you remember? Hypno has been redeemed. Didn't I see the leaks? There are Hypno leaks? Or is this an elaborate joke that I'm not aware of? Was his nickname going to be Spoony? Lol? No. I was thinking Andy Pants Gaming, actually. I don't have a Slowbro, so I'm not doing that. I was thinking of calling him Andy Pants. You remember the big press conference that Hypno is on? Yeah, oh yeah, of course. How could I forget? Something so simple as a press conference to vindicate a fucking a fucking small hat Pokemon. I'm joking. The real Pred is Typhlosion. Yeah. Oh, that's the whole fucking thing. That was funny. That'd be good. Your vote would be Jew Warrior. Yeah, that's an option. A reward. Yes, I do need this. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the amulet coin. God, should have got this way earlier, but I didn't. Oh well. Oops. Who do I want to give it to? I guess Up Chai. Do okay. Or should I do Hand Planet? Maybe I'll do Hand Planet. Hang on. Now there's another guy where if you have 50 Pokemon, he'll give you something. But where was he? Where was he? Pretty sure he was down in Fuchsia. Wasn't he? Maybe on the right side. If only Intel Maxi was here. Yeah. Oh well. I think you can only take Persian so far into this game. Here you are. You're the one I'm looking for. 50 species. Yep. Experience share. Thank you. This will come in very handy. I'll be honest, I might need to give this to my knee. Because I'm thinking my knee really needs that extra help. And for you, I will give you 2. You have Recover, so you don't need it. So probably you. Man, look at me, filling up all my Pokemon with held items. Right. That's the last thing I need from that. Am I going to use the rare candy on someone since I'm close to the end? I'll see how far I get first before I do that. Because I'd rather not use them right now. Because here's the thing. If I'm strong enough to defeat Blaine at this level, I think I could do okay against Giovanni. I think I'll do okay. Even though I know he's technically like in his level 50s or whatever, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because I have these guys. Okay. I must be running out of steam by now. You're my first fight, you dumbass. Can't run out of steam when I haven't started yet. Yuji. Stupid prick. The Elite Four might be a struggle, but it'll be fine, as Jeremy Clarkson puts it. It'll be fine. No, I'm not going into the Elite Four that underleveled. I'm not crazy. I am gonna do some grinding. Probably next stream. Nice. This is excellent because now I can do this. Jesus Christ, man. Next stream, we're hitting the meat grinder. Nice, yeah. I think we're far enough along in this game where I now have to start thinking about grinding. Pardon me. I mean, it's not like I haven't done grinding during this playthrough. Like, I've leveled up some other Pokemon, but it hasn't taken that much of my time, I guess you could say. Like, I can grind a Pokemon out in like 30 minutes, usually. Speaking of, what would Jeremy Clarkson's Pokemon party be, I reckon? Probably... Do you know the Gen 9 Pokemon Reveroom? The Moto Pokemon? The one that you fight in all the, with the, what are they called in fucking Scarlet and Violet? The delinquent, like, characters. Where they had that epic guitar song. You know nothing past... Team Star, thank you. You know nothing past Gen 7? I don't blame you. It... Like, I can quite comfortably tell you, like, the names of all the Pokemon from, like, Gen 1 to 6, pretty much. Like, I'm pretty within that range. I'm pretty good in that range. Gen 7, I'll struggle a bit. Gen 8, I'll struggle a lot. Gen 9, fucking... You know, Gen 9's not as bad, because I've actually played that one, but, yeah. But yeah, Jeremy would use Reveroom, absolutely. He would probably use Nidoking as well, because it makes him feel stronger to have a Pokemon called King on his team. So, that would boost... Nidoking would be the ego booster Pokemon. Okay, Marowak is faster than me, so I'm definitely going to die. If I keep you out. And if I use he'll use Bone Moraine on Lord Helix, so... The solution is to throw out a flying type. Yep. I made the correct read. Not that it was difficult to do, but still. Oh, Jesus. Jeremy believes in speed and power, so that'd work. Yeah. Oh, speed. Speed and power. Who hits hard and is fast as hell? That's a good question, actually. Who would hit hard? And fast. Oh. Weavile. Or Sneasler. Hits hard and is fast. Speed and power. Starmie the MVP. I could see that. He could do that. Do Mega Starmie. He could put that on his team. Fucking love Graveler's fucking sprite. I don't even see the Sandstorm set. Good thing I put out Lord Helix. Goodbye. Yeah, I mean, that's like, what, 4 or 5 Pokemon that he would have on his team? So he can do some stuff. Because if you have speed, I believe it makes you faster. If you have speed, I believe it makes you faster. Yes. My genius is terrifying. My genius allows me to hold my penis with one hand. I think the funniest thing about Jeremy is I feel like his accent is easy to replicate. Like, not to like a highly competent degree, but a good enough impersonation, right? And that just makes it all the funner, in my opinion. You know what? Maybe I should teach Snorlax, Hand Planet something else. Because I don't think Headbutt is quite doing enough for me right now. Focus Punch. Good luck getting Focus Punch to work. That won't work at all. Bulk Up? Can she learn it? Oh, if she could learn it, that would have been so good. But I understand why not. Rain Dance? So bizarre that it can learn Rain Dance. How about Sunny Day? It can also learn Sunny Day. Giga Drain. No one can learn it. Return. Return would be good, but I need a high friendship stat to make that work. Fire Blast. It's whatever. Leave that. Maybe... Secret Power's not bad. But I want Snorlax to have some special attacking properties. The problem is Blizzard only has 5 PP. It's not really worth teaching right now. Sonic approves of speed. Bulk Up Snorlax is monstrous. Yeah, it'd be so good. I know Snorlax can learn Curse, which is basically the same thing. It just would have been cool if I could learn Bulk Up. That would have been sick. But Curse Lax, I think, would do fine. The problem is, though, Curse Lax with Sleep Talk and Rest and only 1 attacking move is not very good. So I don't think I could do that. Yeah, I really like Snorlax. It's one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, personally. Well, you're definitely not going to get anywhere. So... Oh, it's just so easy to put those two out, because they're so fucking strong. Fuck it. Hand Planet can't bulk up. How does that make sense? I know. I mean, technically with sumos, they bulk up by eating a lot of food, so it's not like it's impossible. But yeah, obviously the bulking up means like having muscles on you. I get it. Nidoking has been your favorite since day one. Yeah, Nidoking's cool. I didn't really appreciate Nidoking at the time. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't see the appeal as a kid. But I do now. Like Nidoking and Nidoqueen, I think that they're really awesome. Like both of them. Oh, 5 Pokemon, Jesus. Well, this will be fun. Because I know what you're going to hit me with. See if I can paralyze you at least. Your favorite is Baby Nidoqueen from Mewtwo Returns? God, that was so bad. I don't know if you guys know about this, but in the Pokemon movie / OVA for Mewtwo Returns, which is like the sequel to the first movie, there's a secluded spot for Pokemon to live by themselves, which is basically just a rehash of a Pokemon episode in the Johto League. And it features baby Nidoqueens. And I'm like, Nidoqueens, as a baby, you say? Do we not think the word queen has a different connotation here than babies? You remember that thing? Yeah. That was insane. I can't believe no one said, hang on, that doesn't make sense. You should probably change that. They're just like, no, it's fine. It's like, what? No, it isn't. So funny. Opie Lolly Nidoqueen, shut up. That's disgusting. You sick freak. Man, look at Hand Planet's stats go up. Up, 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 baby. Alright, I am now going to rest. No! Whew. Thank God for rest. I fucking love rest strats. It's so good. Now I'm gonna do some sleep talk. Might have to swap Nidorina. Nice body slam. Alright, we're gonna swap you out. Moist Spoon. Yep, that works for me. Domino was hot in that movie though. Yeah, I vaguely remember Domino from that movie. Because you and I did watch it together, and I do remember us both saying, like, what the hell, Domino's hot as fuck. That's one of the beautiful things about Pokemon. It used to have extremely attractive female characters. I mean, it kind of does still now, but not to what it used to be. It used to be completely different back then. You know? Methinks that might need to do a Hail Mary. The attractive females are few and far between now. Boy, are they. Like, for example, like I'm playing Pokemon Champions, right? And the girl on the ranch, like the blonde cowgirl, oh my god, she's gorgeous, right? So Rhyhorn, I'd like to put out for Lord Helix. Yeah. So Pokemon are still capable of making attractive female characters, like Legend ZA. Oh my god, fucking what's her name? The jumpsuit detective girl? I forget her name right now. I think it's like Anna or something. Yeah, like the brown girl in ZA is like, oh my god, right? Gen 9 Emma, thank you. Yeah, it was Emma. Excuse me. Gen 9 felt like a cry for help for trying to put as many attractive female characters as they could. Yeah, definitely. Like, that game had some, like, I think Nimona is an attractive character, for example. Like, I didn't like Nimona initially, but she grew on me, right? But then you have Penny. And then you have all the old women who are students at fucking the academy. And I'm like, what? What are these people doing? I want my attack stat to be good. So I'll put up with Machoke. You were thinking of that posh lady in Legends Arceus. Oh, which one was that? Oh, you mean Cynthia's ancestor? Yeah, I like her. She's cool. Okay, thanks for wasting a turn. Jacinth? You think her name was? Oh, yeah, she's in Legend ZA. Yeah, Jacinth. Yeah, the dark chocolate French girl, yeah. So, it's very obvious to me that Jacinth is supposed to be white. Like, she's so obviously supposed to be white, but they made her the blackest character in the entire franchise. Like, blacker than Lenora, blacker than fucking... Oh, what's her fucking name? One of the kahunas. You know the kahunas from Gen 7. Like, she has a Lycanroc and stuff like that. I forget her name offhand right now. Well, I'm gonna die if I don't swap, so... Apapachai, come help me! But yeah, they made Jacinth, like, fucking really black. Olivia, thank you. Yeah. I'm forgetting a lot of names lately. But, yeah, no, Jacinth is supposed to be white. Like, people did an edit of her where they gave her white skin, and lo and behold, it matches exactly what she's supposed to look like, but nope. Nope. Now you're racist for whitewashing a black character, but they're not racist when they blackwash a white character, like April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because hypocrisy is a tactic, not a standard for them. This Machoke is either very bulky in defense, or I'm just not hitting him very hard. Doesn't seem to matter. That worked out. Yeah, just double kick you. You like that you saw Jacinta's white with a bikini on before you saw her in the game? Yeah, that's the power of Twitter for you. Yeah, I saw that too. And I think I know who the artist was in question as well. Well, I guess if we're not doing Sevi Islands tonight, we should do Victory Road, I'm thinking. So that we can get to the Elite Four basically whenever we want. Although that might take over an hour to get through. So who knows. Was there a guy here? No, that wasn't. It was me. I used ChatGPT to make it so. Well, I guess if someone says it on the internet, it must be true. That's Intimidate, so may as well just swap. Because otherwise it'll just take too long. Yeah, no. Don't swap in Alakazam, because otherwise you're just going to have attack EVs that you don't need. Ah, bloody hell. This is a familiar sight to 2 hours ago. You think at this point I should just stream ZA so that I'll actually finish it? I mean, there's no point in doing that because I'm already so far in. That's my opinion anyway. It's why I don't like the idea of streaming games that I'm already too far in to start again, and I'd rather not start again. The game I need to finish is Legends Arceus. Oh yes, Thunder. I do want to learn that. But what do I replace it with? You know what? My knee is so weak now that Quick Attack is not actually going to help me. I'm only an hour in, I could start again. Yeah, you're right, I'll just chuck out my event Pokemon and what have you. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Any of my alphas. Yeah, no, I don't need any of that shit. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm actually going to get rid of Quick Attack now because my knee is not strong enough to nearly one-shot a Pokemon. And she'll probably be fast enough without it anyway. So it might be better to invest in Mega Kick and Thunder and Thunderbolt for more damage. Quick Attack is useless now, yeah. Quick Attack is really good when you're a Raichu and you're strong enough, but if you're not, well, good luck. God, double Intimidate. If only Volt Tackle came sooner, yeah. It's fine. It's all good. Taurus. So... Hand Planet. You know what? Taurus is a cool Pokemon too. I like Tauros. I think it looks cool. If only he stopped insulting Venusaur, yeah. Well. Actually, Shane, my knee is a female this time, so you misgendered my Pokemon and now I must ban you and report you to YouTube. For a hecking transphobia. Well, you just kind of screwed yourself over with the rest strategy, but good for you, Tauros, I guess. Should I put my slippers on? No. I don't really like them right now. Need you. I have a counter argument. Egoraptor voices men and women, so oh yeah, I guess you're right. My argument has been debunked. I am in absolute shambles right now. I want to maximize the attack EVs as much as I can because I don't fight many Marchokes. This submission looks so dumb. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure submission in Japanese is actually Hell Wheel. But you can't reference hell in Pokemon, so they took that out. And they gave it a really stupid name like submission. It's also not a very good move anyway. A Papachai held in a submission hole. Good luck. Okay, time to die. Because if you put me in a submission hold, you'll get killed. And here comes the dodge. And here comes the surf. Woo. Hiya. Yeah. This is why Apachai got the moves. You won't like how you like both English and Japanese, Apachai. Yeah. I think, really a super potion in the 8th gym? What a pleb. I mean, yeah, English Apachai is funny, but he's not funny the same way the Japanese is funny. The Japanese has a consistent voice, whether he's like being serious or if he's in a fight, whereas the English voice leaned into the fact that he's a giant hulking fucking like muscle mass, right? A super potion at half HP. Yeah, well, I guess it worked for a little bit, didn't it? So, English Apachai talk like this because he's big, strong, muscly man. And it's really funny when he talks in a deeper voice. And then when he actually, like, talks in other spots, it's like, ah, like that. That's the range he's supposed to be talking like, and he doesn't. But whatever. No burn. Of course not. You think it kind of worked? He was one of the more consistent characters that the dub changed. Yeah. I don't hate Apachai in English. I just recognize that he's different. And he's definitely one of the least offensive changes in the English dub compared to some of the other ones. Because boy, they're bad ones. Ooh, 114, 114, nice. Alright, Sand Slash. I could get one body slam in on you, then I have to do the rest. Nice. Siegfried did have a really, really good plan. That was atrocious, honestly. Like, when we were rewatching Kenichi, like, the whole... Like, the dubbed version of him, like, trying to say, like, Nijima should be the head of the Ryozan Paku, the Shinpaku Alliance. Dude, the English dub version of that was fucking atrocious. Like, I had no idea it was that bad. Yeah, they actually butchered that part. Completely butchered it. If I recall, Thrash is like normal type outrage. So he's locked into that for a while. Yeah, you know, I don't know why I thought double kick would work on a poison ground type because he used a normal type attack. I might just be fucking stupid. So now I have to use dig just to stop him. And he still gets confused. Awesome. Nice. God, my knee is leveling up quicker than everyone else. Okay, well. Excuse me. Alright. Need a heal. Best not take chances, so we'll heal everyone up. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Man, this is a crazy fucking Pikachu set. You think Chris Kaysen did hit the vibrato better than the Japanese, but that's just you. That's fair, but the script failed him. You read the manga after finishing the English dub anime back when it first aired? That's exactly what I did. Needless to say, you were pissed. You were pissed for many, many years. Yeah, dude, man. The fucking Kenichi manga was so fucking good. I fucking loved reading it. That's true. If the script was accurate, it'd be better. Yeah, well, obviously. That's a given. It should be better, but it isn't. My worst story with the Kenichi English dub is I met Monica Rial at a convention. Yeah, Monica Rial. The same bitch that threw Vic Mignogna under the bus, right? I met her and I said I preferred her version of the Kenichi dub to the Japanese dub. So you can imagine how embarrassed I am to fucking have said that, but whatever. Her career's on the toilet now anyway, so who got the last laugh, I guess. Okay. Okay. 30 hours, and we're about to finish the final gym. To be fair, our only exposure to the Japanese version was the OVAs we barely watched. That's true. Yeah. But now that I've watched Kenichi in Japanese, I could safely say it's a more than serviceable dub. It's very good. We ready, guys? Let's do this. Severely underleveled, but I think we could take him at 5 Pokemon. That is stronger than anything I have on hand right now. Alright. So for Rhyhorn, I think it's safe to put out Lord Helix for a Surf. Not gonna matter that I'm slower because I'm gonna hit you like a truck. Surf, baby, surf. Boom. There we go. There's his Rhydon. My god, you're throwing out your fucking level 50 Rhydon? Jesus, that's supposed to be your ace. It was really good. Japanese Kenichi could do angry line reads well. You just wish that was his approach more to his normal voice lines. Yeah, his angry line reads are fantastic. They're so good. God, I almost want to put someone else out this one, but I shouldn't. Oof. He wants to end you now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think you're right about that one. He does. Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna throw out a Hail Mary. God Killer? Yeah. Toxic! Fuck! No! Oh dear. Oh dear, he's not fucking around now. Fun fact, he does not have Rhydon in Fire Red Leaf Green. They leave that to your rival. Oh dear. My knee! That's my knee! Do I surf or do I double kick? Because if I dig, I take double damage. Holy hell, indeed. Oof! Let's go! Up, 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 up! Ooh, +4 attack. Uh-oh. This is Arena Trap Dugtrio, isn't it? Nope, it's Sandvale. Oh, boy. He broke the statue on purpose this time. Oh, man. Fire Blast. Fuck it. Need to do some damage. Okay. I think we cleared this up now. I think we win this. Pretty sure Chara's Rotoscope can take on the rest of this. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely not. Okay. It's time for the spoon to work his magic. Good. Don't need a calm mind. I am strong enough to take you out. And Nidoking, yep. And there we go. That's Giovanni. And with that, we can now go to the Pokemon League. Shigure in Japanese was way better. That you'll admit. Yeah. Shigure in Japanese is so much better. Infinitely. Whew, $10,000 dues! Makes Pokemon obey. Of any level, obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a trainer. I can now challenge the Pokemon League. Take this TM. Earthquake. Let's go. The best ground type move in the game. Hang on. There you go. That we need. This will be very helpful for us. In fact, put it all the way up here just so I can see where it is. Man, he fucked me up. Look at that. Alright, you guys have nothing to say to me anymore. And that's the last thing he'll ever say to me, I think. 10k diggery donuts. You're gonna make me hungry, don't say that. Man. Okay. Let's say... Man, Hand Planet did not level up as much as I thought she would. Okay. I think it's time I teach Hand Planet something else. I think I need Blizzard. And we'll replace Headbutt. Now Up-Up-Achai can learn Earthquake just like the real one. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got to do that. You're right. That's gonna be a huge boon to Up-Up-Achai's fucking moveset. Huge addition. And goodbye, Dig. Thank God for reusable TMs. Does Lord Helix know Blizzard too? No. I probably should do that. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, all you know is Bite, really. Protect is good. I think if a Pokemon can learn Protect naturally, you should let it keep Protect. Even in single player, because you have the leftover strategy. So I think it's worth it. If you can know Protect naturally. Not really going to use Bite much, I think. To be honest. It'll be useful, especially for Lance. Not sure if I'll use Protect though. I might if I want to use leftovers. So I think it'll be fine. Bite can be used against Agatha. Sure, but I also have Moist Spoon's Thief. And, like, Alakazam would be better against Agatha anyway, because she has nothing but poison types. So, hang on. Much better. Yeah, fair enough, indeed. Yeah. The only moveset I'm not 100% on is rotoscopes, I think. It's just something about that fly that bothers me. But I kind of need it, so... Okay. Sleep Talk, Body Slam, Blizzard. Pretty good. Thunderbolt, Mega Kick, Thunder, and Toxic. Not bad. Double Kick, Earthquake, Strength, and Surf. Yep, need both of those. Calm Mind, Recover, Psychic, and Thief. Yep. Rock Slide, Blizzard, Protect, and Surf. Yep. And Flamethrower, Rock Slide, Fire Blast, and Fly. Yeah, what I really need are some other held items, but there aren't a lot you can give in this game, because if you get the 2 leftovers, you're basically set. Alright, we're going to save here. Because we've got to fight the rival. Hello again. Yeah, 6 Pokemon. You know what? I can bring out a special surprise. Go, my knee. Not gonna matter. Because I'm not gonna hit you with my physical attack. That does a lot of damage, though. I'm hitting you with special, baby! Oh my god. Well, I'm definitely not surviving this the next hit, so... back to Hand Planet. Yeah, that would have killed me. Okay, now it's a problem. Oh my god. Wing attack, huh? Not even aerial ace? My knee used a thunder smash! Could technically use Blizzard on this guy, but I want to give Lord Helix something to munch on. Oh my fucking god! Well, if that's how you want to play it. Can't believe he hit me with a fucking 30% accurate move. Like, what the fuck, Blue? You bastard. Christ on a stick, what are you doing? God, I thought Giovanni was trying to fucking kill me. You brought out a level 53 Blastoise on me. You prick. Oh my god, that was a Calm Mind boosted fucking Psychic too. Oh dear. Just go for damage. Go for damage. Holy shit, bro. I am woefully underleveled for the Elite Four. That much is obvious. He has Water Gun at level 53. He has taken me for a fucking fool. But I'm faster, even though you're 11 levels higher. That's a big boost to my experience. At level 45 Growlithe. That makes sense because Growlithe learns the best moves when you actually, like, evolve him way later. Blue's like, defeated now, bitch! Yeah, you can do that if you want. I'm toxic. I got toxic on you, so... eat my shorts. Hmm. That's dangerous. You know what? Hand Planet has a high special defense stat. So as long as I rest. Yep, that's fine. You do that. Because then I rest. All the way back up to full. And then I just do sleep talk. Oh dear. Oh, come on! No, come on! Take this seriously, Hand Planet. Oh dear. Yeah, if this goes further south, I might actually lose. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. And of course you wake up. Oh my god. Why'd you go for Future Sight, dude? You think some grinding in Victory Road might be needed after all? Well, obviously. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. Probably not tonight, honestly. Don't use rest again, please. You wasted an entire rest fucking session by using the same move. Thank you. Something at least, even though Alakazam's special defense is fucking high as shit. Blue is pushing our shit in. Well, it would help if Hand Planet didn't use rest fucking twice in a row. That's more like it. I think I'm gonna wake up, so I'm just gonna go body slam. Yep. Oh, fucking hell. And execute. Now this is what you would actually use Blizzard on. Hand Planet. This is a Blizzard target. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nasty pasty. Absolutely fucking wrecked. Well done. Thank you, Hand Planet. Good job. Whew. Big bulky upgrades. Block. No. Block is good for doubles, maybe, but not good in singles. I need more practice. Well, I can't disagree with you on that one. Alright, well. God, half my team got fucking wiped. Can't believe he went for a fucking horn drill. Like, what a dickhead. Okay. We definitely gotta do some leveling up here. Okay. So here's kind of what I'm thinking, right? We're not gonna do it tonight, we're actually gonna wrap up soon. I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly over to Lavender Town. We're going to equip the Macho Brace on probably rotoscoped, to be honest. And what that will allow us to do is EV train. Hopefully they have enough EVs left over to get. Yeah, so what I'm going to focus on mainly with rotoscoped here is I'm just going to max out his special attack stat first. Focus entirely on special attack, and then if I have enough for speed, awesome. I will focus the rest on speed. If not, then we'll just leave it at that. Gonna have to do the same for my knee, because my knee is fast enough, I think. I think she'll be fine in terms of speed. The problem is her special attack is really bad. So I'm going to do Macho Brace experience share training with these two for a while. Up Chai, there's a different guy for EV training that would also give me levels, which is important. He's just south of Pallet Town, so I would be using him for Up Chai. Moist Spoon, I'll be staying in Pokemon Tower again, because, again, special attack, very important. I could also look for Geodudes to boost that defense, but honestly, I don't see the point, to be honest. Lord Helix. Should probably also invest in special attack for... and maybe bulk. Like maybe tentacle farming? Tentacle farming or HP farming, like one or the other. And Hand Planet. Hand Planet, I think I will invest in bulk for her. So that'll also be some HP. Probably some attack. Not going to focus too much on special attack, I think. Because you can do it at a high enough level, the lowest special attack stat is not going to be as big of a deal, I think. So just Pokemon Tower, got it. Yeah, well, it's literally the best spot for special attack farming, easily. I mean, it doesn't help that I have a lot of special attackers. Like I have two mixed attackers on my team. Hand Planet and Up Chai. Like I'm not gonna do special attack training on Up Chai. I'm gonna focus on the physical attacks for this one. And maybe some speed. We'll see how we go with that. But yeah. My knee needs special attack EVs. Despite being careful nature. Has to happen. Might also invest in some HP bulk. Just to see. And yeah, rotoscope, we're gonna do special attack and speed. See how that goes. And I guess before we log off, we will go to the spot in question so that you can see what it looks like. Nope, wrong way. It's up here, yeah. And that's unusual. Fucking no Pokemon have come after me. Yeah, so you start here, do that. And the brilliant part with these moves, I can calculate how many EVs I get. As long as I just keep track of how many attacks I use to one shot. So that'd be pretty useful. So that's what we'll be doing in the next stream. Okay. Bit of a shorter Pokemon stream this time, but this is a good time to stop, I think. Shorter stream tonight? Yeah. Kind of has to be. I did start somewhat late. And I want to get some sleep tonight, if I can help it. Yeah. So yeah. That would be my plan for next week's stream. I will be doing some EV training. And not short from your end, we usually yap a lot at the end. Yeah. I mean, I've pretty much said what I wanted to for all the recent bullshit that's happened this week, so I don't have to waffle on about that again if I don't need to. But yeah. So the next stream for Pokemon will be EV training. We'll be keeping track of that. I'll probably have a piece of paper out, honestly. Just so I know what I'm working with. And I think we'll keep that going until everyone's about level 50. So we'll see if we can grind until level 50 for some of these guys. Because we can do special attacking next stream, excuse me. And if that goes well, can probably do some grinding for attack EVs. Like, it's a fisherman guy, so I'll be able to show you where to do that. It's the same guy I used to level up my Dragonite when I did a Fire Red playthrough. And then yeah, I don't know what to do with Lord Helix. I mean, Alakazam, obviously, just spam Psychic and you're good to go. Thank you so much for mentioning that. I completely forgot. You remember I mentioned something about the new Neptunia game in the beginning of the stream. Thank you so much for reminding me. I completely forgot. Yeah, there's a new Neptunia game that was announced a while ago. It's called Neptunia Unlimited. And they put out some magazine scans for the new costume designs. And lo and behold, they're fucking censored. Because of course they are. Because we're not allowed to have nice things. So yeah, that's fucking annoying. They ruined Uni, my goddess, Lamau. How dare they? Yeah, they ruined her. No, they ruined fucking everyone just about. Oh, God. I fucking hate censorship, I really do. Like, what can I fucking say that hasn't already been said a million times about censorship? If you can't defend the most offensive depictions, which, let's be honest, Neptunia is not actually offensive, it's just anime. And for shonen tards, actual anime is like a fucking cyanide to them. Pronounced uni. Okay, well, they should fucking spell it as uni then, shouldn't they? Then there's no new Neptunia game? Yeah. No, I agree. Like, that's the thing. I'm not invested into Neptunia, basically at all. I haven't played any of the games, but it just doesn't matter if I played or not. The fact is, the censorship should not be fucking happening in the first place. The new outfits are so over-designed, it's terrible. Yeah, they are. They're so fucking garbage. They're so bloody garbage. Like, fuck, can I pull them up on screen? On stream? Let me see. Because I saved them recently. Where is the thing on? Okay. Bring you up. Oops, hang on. We want that. Nope, that's not it. That. There we go. Like, look at that. Look at that. They fucking ruined her. They ruined them both. Fucking ruined everything. Even these girls were changed. Like, look, censored boob window, for example. Black fucking under like like black spats underneath. This is Vert right here. Look how they fucking fucked up Vert. I'm trying to zoom in with my. There we go. Fucking ruined her as well. It's just fucking. It's just shit. The whole thing's shit. And the only one who stayed somewhat consistent is Purple Heart, but even Purple Heart I'm pretty sure was censored as well, to be honest. Not my Neptunia, no. This is just unacceptable, I'm sorry. Just release the fucking games on PC. I'm so sick of this bullshit of needing to release on fucking Sony and Nintendo platforms. Just fuck them both. Just go to fucking Steam, go to DMM, go to Jast, go to whoever you need to get the actual fucking uncensored experience. I'm so sick and tired of these companies bending over backwards for platforms that hate them and don't want them there. No, we don't censor anymore, you guys. Sure, buddy, keep talking. Yeah, I know, right? They keep saying they hate censorship and then they just do it anyway. Like, what even's going on with fucking Neptunia here? What is this? It's just fucking. It's just shit. The whole thing's shit. The black spats are a holdout from the Gent shit designs, yeah. Good to see the landscapes are still copy-paste as always, yeah. Compile Hard are like the kings of fucking recycling content. Then the Japanese wonder why we love piracy. Dude, they're still bitching about piracy, even though it's been like 2 weeks. Like, get the fuck over it, seriously. No, you evil, dirty pirates are being the boo-boo, and no, I hate you, fucking foreigners, get out of my hobby. It's like, okay. You should direct that at the Marxists who are trying to destroy your entire country. Don't direct your anger at people like me, okay? They're still going on about it. They're still fucking complaining about it. It's like, oh my god, get over it. Compile hard of the Megascan pixel of the anime game makers? Yeah. That's true. Wish DL site took over gaming? I think was a DL site that have their own like their own like bank card now. They set up their own payment processor, I think. Or DMM. Yeah, like it was someone who set up a payment processor in Japan. They need more of that. They should be adopting that across the entire country. Uni, what have they done to you? Yeah. For comparison, like I don't know. I don't think YouTube would get me in trouble for that. It's just Neptunia. Boom, boom, boom. Like these are the old designs. Now look at them. They're shit. They're fucking garbage. God. Sony fucking buck broke them. Sony bent them over and fucked them in the ass. And Nintendo hasn't helped either. One of my predictions in the Sony video that aged poorly was that I thought Nintendo would be the perfect place for Neptunia to come out. Nope. They fucking cancelled the fucking Switch release in the West for the games. So now you can only get the Asian copies. Which I wouldn't mind doing, but good lord, man. Why is PlayStation the one that fucking has no trouble giving you the uncensored Neptunia series, but Nintendo isn't? Like, don't give me this fucking bullshit about payment processors. It's fucking Nintendo. You work within the ESRB and all the other ratings boards. Payment processors have fuck all to do with that. They're just being censorious little fuckwads. That's what they are. Mega Dimension 7 really was the last Neptunia game? Yep. You'd laugh if the characters said in game that they miss their old outfits. I feel like calling attention to it would kind of make it worse. Unless they... Look. They could maybe redeem this game a little bit if they have an entire plotline about fighting against censorship. If they have a whole thing where it's like, your previous outfits are bad, we need to get rid of them. And then they have the whole fucking boss fight about that. That would make it a little bit better. But if they call attention to it and they do fuck all about it, then it just makes it worse. It'd be like laughing in your face, being like, "Lol, we changed our designs and you still bought us? Lol, you're an idiot." Kind of thing. Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that noise. You just noticed Netgear's wearing Neptunia's Mega Dimension outfit? Yeah, I mean they've been teasing Netgear replacing her sister for a while. And after defeating the final boss, they get their costumes back available for New Game Plus. That'd be nice. It's so fucking irritating because what was one of their previous games they put out? Like Neptunia Game Maker, I think it was. That was a surprising release because you could see their underwear. Like you could get panty shots in that game without any fucking issue. So what the fuck changed? Why is the PlayStation version the least, like, less censored these days? What are they doing? Sanran Cross Neptunia, of course, the best one. Fuck, I hate that game so much. Fun fact for you guys about the Sony video that I put out. So I had to record footage for Neptunia Ninja Wars, right? I had to get footage of that specific collaboration. but I wasn't going to pay money for it. So I found a copy elsewhere, and then I installed it and I played it. And after the footage, I hated it so much that I uninstalled it and I deleted what I had. I deleted a free copy of that game because I thought it was so fucking dog shit that it was a waste of my hard drive space. That game is fucking awful. It's so bad. I didn't even want it for free. That's how bad it was. It's not even just about the censorship of that game, because yes, it was absolutely censored. The the main thing that made me get rid of it was so fucking awful to play. You could tell the developers were not passionate about it. The censorship completely ruined it for them. Wasn't even worth the free price tag. Nope, not at all. Fucking garbage. What a shit game. How could they let such a thing be released? They were contractually obligated to release it. That game was supposed to come out before the censorship policy on PlayStation, and if it did, we could have had one of the best fan service games on the market, easily. Would have been fucking legendary. I was fucking stoked for that collab. But nope, it's shit. So who would have guessed? If they made it deliberately bad to sabotage it completely, then based. Yeah. I could see that. That would be nice. And had some of the they had some of the worst CGs you've ever seen in a Compile Heart game, yeah. Yeah, that was a yeah, I remember that comment you left on my video. Because it's true. The CGs in that game are so awful. They look completely off model. Like the main artist is Nang Yayagashi. You can tell he was not he there was no passion. There was no passion in those art pieces. They were fucking garbage. And we all know it, and he knows it too, I think. Oh, excuse me. Oh, but God, speaking of Senran, actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but apparently it looks like they're going to bring Senran back to consoles as well. Yay! I love my censored slop. It's so good. I love it when they give me censorship and not what I actually want to pay money for. So good. I'm going to buy Dead or Alive 6 now. Project N? Yeah, I think it's called Project N. Fuck me. I'd rather just have nothing. If you're gonna release... Not by Senran. Yeah, look. If you're gonna release a new game in that franchise on consoles, in this current climate, I'd rather just have nothing. I'd rather you just let it die. Just stop flirting with these platforms that they are only going to ruin your art and therefore piss off your audience. Now, there are going to be some dumbasses who are going to pay money because being a fan of the brand is more important than my principles. There are going to be tons of people like that. There always are people like that. There are some for Neptunia, although, to be fair, a lot of Neptunia fans are not happy with the new designs. I've seen quite a few of them call it out. A lot of them are not happy. And rightfully so. And Senran, it's going to be the exact same thing. There are going to be people who are defending the new censored designs, and then the rest of the fans are going to say, fuck off with that shit. This is unacceptable. You're not going to support it, you don't think? Project, no thank you. Yeah. You think that's the goal? Yeah. You only saw that infamous interview. Did something happen after that? No, I just haven't mentioned it on stream, so I'm just talking about it now. They want people to willingly say, kill what we once loved. If it means destroying what made it special, then yeah, I don't want it. I don't want a new Senran game for the sake of it. I want a new Senran game that that it is Senran Kagura. That's what I want. I want it to be a Senran Kagura game. Not a Sony checked fucking Nintendo eShop approved fucking garbage product. I don't want that. Project and not my Senran. Yeah. Might have to use that actually. That'd be really good. Not my Senran. Fucking it fucking sucks. It just sucks. I fucking love Senran. I put hundreds of hours into Estival Versus. Seriously, I fucking love that game. It's just fucking bullshit. And the thing is, right, there are games out there right now that do what Senran used to do, and they're not facing censorship because they're not going to the consoles. Yeah, out of the more positive news, Turret Girls got an update. Devs added a new girl. Exactly what I was going to mention. I was going to mention Turret Girls. Turret Girls is like a small, like, indie game, right? It has industry veterans working on it. That's fan servicey as hell, that game. And it got a new update. And it's available on Steam and GOG. And I'm thinking about double dipping just to support it. Because that's the content I want. It's like, ew, ethnic weep. You have weep in your neighbor, you like weep stuff? Ew, you fucking gooner. Fuck right off, people. I don't call myself a weeb to not be weird, okay? So get fucked if you have a problem with that. It's better to be left with the good memories and go back to play the old games than to support a version that hates you for liking the old ones, yeah. Lots of people love Senran. You just bought Tower Girls on GOG. Yeah, I might do it because it's discounted. Money's tight, obviously, and I'm trying to save up, but Tower Girls is like, what, 50% off? I'm tempted to double dip. I have it on Steam, but I'm tempted to double dip. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, supporting a new version that hates you for liking the old ones. Yeah, there are far too many fucking games like that, and there are far too many people who are eager to enter into your hobby, your community, and shit up the whole place, right? That's why gatekeeping is necessary. Because look at Resident Evil. Because Resident Evil had no gatekeeping whatsoever from the community, we're starting to see it now, obviously. But the orcs have already breached Helm's Deep. The orcs have already breached, right? So Resident Evil has been flooded with people who call themselves fans, but their only exposure to all of Resident Evil is through playthroughs and video essays. These motherfuckers don't play the game. They aren't playing them. They don't even play RE Remake 4. And that's the one they defend the hardest. And it's shit. They don't fucking play them. I'm fucking playing them, bitch. I'm becoming the Resident Evil fan that you're supposed to be. Who was it? It was Words of Paradise. He's a YouTuber. He said the difference... He was basically saying the difference between old RE fans, like actual RE fans, and today's new fans, quote-unquote, is anyone who started with RE4 at the time actually went back to previous games and played those too. These new fucking fans, quote-unquote, can't even be fucked doing that. They just watch a fucking playthrough and they're like, oh man, Resident Evil's known for its like deep, complex story. You're a fucking idiot. You're all dumbasses. This is why Krabby Cat fucking destroyed you twice over this shit. You're idiots. Meanwhile, you're deciding on whether to play the OG ones on DuckStation. That's the thing. You could play the original Resident Evil trilogy and Resident Evil Remake 1 and Resident Evil 0 all on GOG. You can get those too. Now, obviously, you can get the original PS1 version to play on DuckStation. I have no issue with you doing that, because it's not going to affect me. And I'm not Japanese, so I definitely don't care. But oh my god, man. Just buy the fucking games and play them! Just play them! Nimrod? I want to say the N word so bad, but I can't. If you want to be a fan of something, just play the fucking games. Not fucking hard. No, but I want to watch playthroughs and YouTube essays, and I want to feel part of the community. You don't belong in the community then. Oh my god. Fucking Tom Brady went on a whole fucking spiel in that fucking awful 7-hour stream I was on, where he said basically anyone who's a gooner to DOA girls should get kicked out of the community. It's like, oh my fucking god, at least they played DOA 5. They've at least done that. I can't say that about the RE new fans, quote unquote. Like, fuck me, man. But playing games is time consuming and hard. It's like, oh my god, most of you don't have jobs anyway. So it's fine. I'm not judging you for being unemployed. That's not the problem. The problem is you do have time. You just need to make the time. You know, I struggle with it all the time, but I'm at least putting in efforts to get through the games I need to get through. The thing is, it won't matter if the new Centerland does come to the console. Sony just followed in the footsteps of this shit country's government. Yeah. You're talking about the age verification shit. Yeah. The digital ID shit. That's a whole other thing. I don't want to get into that tonight. That could go on forever as well. I just want to keep it to the games. Fuck. Annoying. But fuck me. Somehow... But why would I want to play it when I could listen to a video essay and browse Twitter instead? Oh, my fucking god. Fucking... Say what you will about DSP, and rightfully so, but he at least plays the video games that he bitches about not being good at. He at least plays them. These fucking RE fans, they don't even do that. They don't even go that far. And here's the thing. Their opinions on Resident Evil are so dogshit and annoying. And fucking hecking woke wholesome chungus Reddit. I don't want them playing the games anyway. They should just fuck off from the community and not come back. That's what actually needs to happen. That's why gatekeeping is important. That's why everyone should emulate Blue Archive's community. Oh, but Blue Archive is full of the hecking transphobia and the fucking hecking edgy jokes. And oh my god, I'm the biggest Blue Archive streamer in the community. And I need to police the people who are gatekeeping the fucking community and keeping it from having shit vasectomy artworks. It's like, oh my fucking god, you people drive me up the fucking wall. You deserve to be gatekept. That is true. With DSP, yeah. Well, he plays them or he doesn't get paid, lol. Yeah, I know. I know. DSP's fucking dog shit, but he at least plays them. You can't even say that about some of these other people. Gunny Archive's the best. Dude, that community, that is the best gay-kept community in all of gaming. In all of media. The best gay-kept community, by far. Every other community, if they want their media to be taken seriously within their own space, they need to emulate Blue Archive's community. Be offensive and annoying and basically as toxic against these particular annoying people as possible. Make them feel unwelcome. All you have to do is post edgy jokes and talk about like inappropriate stuff with the female characters. That's all you have to do. And they fucking leave of their own volition. It's so easy. You say devs themselves also share part of the blame? Yes, I do agree with that. Lollipop Chainsaw adds new fantasy costumes regularly. Surprisingly, they have no problems on consoles. You also see they have a Zero Z rating. My guess, no one wants Zero Z, so they'll tiptoe and submit. Yeah, that's a whole fucking thing as well with Zero. Zero has become very strict. This is true, right? It's affected Street Fighter V, for example. I actually saw a video that confirmed the reason Street Fighter V went through censorship. It's actually because of Zero. Like literally Zero. They're the ones at fault. That's why Armika's butt slap was censored. The actual Predators hate BA because they hate Cunny, and normally he's not weirded out by Cunny. Yeah, like that's the thing. The content of the media is not enough to gatekeep because we've seen what happens with Uma Musume. We've seen what happened with Black Souls initially, although I think that kind of died down. Fear and Hunger got invaded by these woke annoying assholes, annoying woke dickheads. BA is a blessing on gaming space, and you don't even play BA. Yeah, I'm not well versed in the lore of Blue Archive. I've only played a little bit of the story, but I have been keeping up to date with it. And yeah, there are no issues whatsoever in the community with any of these annoying fucking leftists. They self-segregate themselves. They kick themselves out. It's so easy. Also, they want the characters in video games to be realistic. Well, their idea of realism is couched in Marxist theory about media depictions. And they're basically, in Marxist theory with realism, what it actually means is depicting the ugly and destroying the beautiful. You want Street Fighter, but with Corey's designs from the rap battle? Yeah. Fuck you, Ken, you're such a little fucking bitch. I gotta break your fucking spine. I'm too tired to rap it. You thought Armika's butt slap was political censorship? So, as much as I don't like Maximilian Dude and his friends, if there's one thing I can trust them on in terms of like objective fact, it's that they have connections with Capcom, and therefore they would probably be better at like confirming internal discussions than other people. And it was in one of Maximilian Dude's videos where one of his friends, I think his name was Simmons, or Simmons, and he said, because apparently they were under like NDA or something, they weren't allowed to discuss this, but I think now they can. It was Sero. Sero was the one who censored Street Fighter. You played BA and you like its story. Yeah, I need to dive into it. I'm in the beginning part. I'm not deep enough. Capcom could have fed them lies though. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would take more effort to lie about Sero being responsible for Street Fighter V than just saying it was Sero. It would take more effort to keep up that lie. Let me look back at the chat for a bit. Yeah, Lollipop Chainsaw is good because they got the memo day one. Like when people were like, "Oh my god, Lollipop Chainsaw is coming back. Please, for the love of fuck, don't censor it." Right? And they heard that message loud and clear. It sold what, like 200,000, 300,000? Like it sold a lot of copies, right? Especially for like a niche AA game from like the PS3 360 era. It sold well. It made its money back. And there was no censorship, and they're getting new outfits. It's like, that's the winning formula. It's so easy. It's just do that. Just do Lollipop Chainsaw. It's so easy. Developers, just do more to gatekeep these fucking annoying retards. Just get rid of them. Get rid of your fucking Discord moderators as well while you're at it, because a lot of them are clearly fucking infiltrators, and we all know it. Yeah, if I ever have a Discord server, I'm kicking any and all leftists out of it. They're not getting a mod status ever. It's a shame Lollipop Chainsaw doesn't hold up for you as much as it did back in the day. It feels so buggy and the music is atrocious. Yeah, look, obviously you're right. Lollipop Chainsaw is not a perfect game, right? The combat is fine for what it is, but it's not spectacular, obviously. And the new music, like when they replaced the licensed music, yeah, it's not good. But look, the fact that they were willing to actually say, you know what, yeah, no censorship for Lollipop Chainsaw, we're going to release it as it is, and we're going to give you more content, I have to support that. I have to. That's exactly what I want. That's what I've been asking for. So I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to hold this grudge for a while. Any of this bullshit about me supporting the ruination of Dead or Alive 7 if they give me my goon slop, like, fuck off. Just fuck all of you. Find a bridge and go for a swim. That's what I say to you. I stand by my fucking words. I put my fucking money where my mouth is. All 10 toes, motherfucker. All 10 fucking toes. Lollipop Chainsaw is the business model that I want. That is literally what I've been asking for. So obviously I'm going to support it. And if Dead or Alive 7 does the same thing, I'm going to support that too. Kiss my ass. Discord mods are not to be treated as human. Correct. You double dipped on Lollipop Chainsaw on DL side and GOG. You also bought Dragami games as games at some point in time. Did I get it? No, I don't have it on GOG. I should. I wanted to double dip on the Switch version, actually. I wanted to get it on the Switch. Because I like the idea of having it physically. I'd have to go to PlayAsia for that. Yeah. I want to double dip. I'll even triple dip if I feel the need to. You enjoyed it when you played it on the PS3 a few years back? Yeah. I never did play it at the time, but I have played it now that I've got it on Steam. And you know, it's fun. It's a perfectly serviceable game, right? I didn't buy it expecting it to be the new Devil May Cry. That's silly. That was right before they announced the remaster. Well, that's good timing, I guess. You support them for giving us new uncensored content too. Just wish they fixed the game up a little more. Yeah. I mean, they did add an update for like a new like difficulty mode. Like they rebalanced it. So maybe that'll help. 10 toes down, dog. You would have triple dipped on Switch, but you don't have a Switch 2, and people say it's laggy on Switch 1. That's a shame. Because I have SNK Heroines on Switch, and I know that's like not a good way to play that game. But I bought it for, well, one, because it wasn't censored, and two, because it's a physical Switch game. So I put my money where my fucking mouth is. But I have it on Steam, and I got that working on the Steam Deck, and that's pretty fun. It's more the controls and the AI being really glitchy and buggy. Fair enough. There could be an Unreal Engine issue as well, because I know they basically converted it. It was an Unreal Engine 3 game, and they translated it into Unreal 5. So that could be something that affected it, possibly. That would make sense. Yeah, I agree. You saw a Clownfish TV short about the Switch 2 going on clearance in a few US stores. Does not surprise me. Because here's the thing, the Switch 2 actually does have like a small handful of games that if I had a Switch 2, I would actually get them, right? Kirby Air Riders, I would get that. Pokopia, I would probably get that. I guess, I don't know, Mario Kart World, I guess. Donkey Kong Bonanza, maybe? I don't know. Um, so it's not like the Switch 2 has a worthless library. It's not like the PS5. PS5's fucking... I don't even know what they're doing with that thing. SNK Heroines was ahead of its time. We need something like that now. How many waifu fighters do we have now? Yeah, I agree. SNK Heroines... My biggest criticism with SNK Heroines is the gameplay, right? Specifically, the fact that you can't end the round without doing a super. Like that's stupid. like if I don't mind them simplifying the gameplay to play like Smash Bros, where it's like you do a direction for a special move, so it's like really, really bare bones in terms of like execution, right? That's fine. I actually had some fun practicing some Mai combos that I was literally just practicing with Mai in Heroines. And within like 2 minutes, I already got like a 10-hit combo going. I'm like, hey, this is cool. This is fun. I don't mind doing this. This is kind of fun. I like doing this juggle thing into super. I just don't like how you have to end the round with the super. That's my biggest issue with that. If they just changed that, I'd play it more often, you know? But what can you do? Yeah, how many waifu fighters do we have now? Not enough. Not enough. PS5 has Daemon Souls. Yeah, it has a remake of a PS3 classic. And it's not even a good remake. Like, at this point, the only reason to get a PS5, there are two reasons. One, you want physical media, which that's already getting a bit dicey because some of the physical releases still require an internet connection, which that's annoying as fuck. But not all of them do, right? So you want the physical media, or your PS4 is on its way out, which I know Shane's is. Shane's PS4 is not coping very well, which is very sad. Mine's doing fine, but mine was a later model. PS4 has Sakura Wars, PS4 over PS5. It also has Gravity Rush Remastered and Gravity Rush 2. And Bloodborne and Hokuto no Ken. I don't know what the subtitle of it was, but it's the Yakuza-styled Fist of the North Star game. Yakuza no Ken, we'll call it that. That's a PS4 exclusive as well. That is not released anywhere else. So the PS4 has some stuff. PS5, not so much. Also, the Senran games run better on the PS4 than the PS5. But your PS3 is fine. Why would you get the remake? Exactly. That's the neat part. You shouldn't. Because you don't need it. If you want to play Demon's Souls at 60 FPS, buddy, I have an emulator to sell you for free. Literally, just if you want to play Demon's Souls at 60 FPS, RPCS3 covers all your bases. It will run flawlessly. I promise you. It's awesome. Demon's Souls was actually the first game I saw that ran perfectly on the PS3 emulator, right? That was the first game they got to work properly, and it fucking set the internet on fire instantly. That was They're doing it with Bloodborne on the PS4 emulator. It's the same thing. They're using the Souls game to basically, quote unquote, sell the emulator to people. The PS5 would be cool if it could read the PS3 discs, since your PS3 doesn't work so good no more. Yeah. Yeah, you need to get that repaired. Thankfully, though, my PS3 was able to salvage all the stuff you had on yours, except for your save data. But at least your games are there. At least you have all your games. It's benchmarking the software. Yeah, it is. 100%. And that's fine. if it gets more people to test the emulator and to send in bug reports and all that, then go for it. Use the Souls games. Just gotta stand up and stretch a bit. Oh. Yeah, you've lived so long without your PS3 that you kind of hit a zen state where you can let it go and try again. Yeah, that's fair. You can do that. I do need to update my PS3 though. Need to do that again. God. Still have my Xbox plugged in. I need to get that sorted. Yeah, what else did I forget to talk about? No, I'm pretty sure covered everything I needed to. Yeah, no. There's so much the gaming industry needs to fucking sort out before it's too late. Like, so much censorship. It's just all over the place. Like, I can't even say which country I'm from because I don't want YouTube to fucking force me to verify my identity. I can't even say where I'm from because of that shit. Yeah. No. Not living the best timeline, to be honest. But yeah, I don't want to doom about that. Just makes everyone shitty. The point being, if Dead or Alive 7 does the Lollipop Chainsaw business model, I guarantee you that game is going to succeed and it'll be just fine. And here's the thing, Dead or Alive generally doesn't have bad gameplay. Oh, but DOA 6 has this and that issue. So we didn't get what we wanted. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you did. You're fucking lying. You're moving the goalpost. Get fucked. You absolutely got what you wanted. You just don't want to be pinned. You just don't want the blame pinned on you. Even though it's obviously you who asked for it. And you continue to ask for it. Alright. I'm gonna wrap up now. The DOA video, I have not progressed on that, to be honest, because I burnt myself out way too quickly when I started editing it, so I need to get back into the groove of that, but no, there are a few things happening. A few things happening in my personal life that need to get sorted first. So, get that sorted. So yeah, the DOA video, it's on track to get released this year at least. It'll be out. No, I'm not gonna set a deadline. All I'll promise is that it will be out. I will get it done. I've already made some progress on that, actually. With like the audio and video footage. Turns out I have a lot of DOA 4 footage, which is perfect. I actually need that. Alright, you gotta go. FF14's gotta announce the new expansion soon. Oh yeah, you do that. I'm just wrapping up now. So, the DOA video is still in progress. I need to get it done now so that I can get my main point across because I came across more information about Itagaki that if I'm gonna include it in the video, I really need to keep it short because, oh my god. It turns out Itagaki's opinions on fan service are not as simple as people think it is. It turns out he has a lot of opinions, and there's a lot of nuance to what he was saying that gets lost in translation because the FGC wants censorship and Itagaki did not. Don't rush. I won't rush. I do need to pace myself with making that video because when I was doing the audio editing for like my recording, which I think I made it too loud personally, so it just sounds buzzy as hell, but I don't know. If I have to re-record it, I'll have to re-record it, but hopefully not. So the DIY video, trucking along, it'll get done. Tomorrow or today, technically. This Anzac Day is going to be the final part of Kingdom Hearts on the Opie Bros channel. So if you would like to watch the epic conclusion of Sora's adventure with his dumbass Disney friends Donald and Goofy, that will be streaming on the Opie Bros channel tomorrow night. So please look forward to that if you're interested. I have a Resident Evil. Hang on. Ew, saw Troon on the 14 stream and it made you vomit. Oh no. Fucking Final Fantasy 14. What are they doing? Kingdom Hearts should be fun. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the conclusion. That'll be good. I am going to stream Resident Evil 4 on a Monday instead of a Tuesday because I have a dental appointment on the 29th and I'd rather not stay up too late the night before because it's an early appointment. So wish me luck on that, please, if you feel so inclined. So yeah, I'll be streaming RE4 on the 27th, maybe. If not, then maybe... I don't know if I could do the Thursday. I don't know. If I can't do Monday RE4, I'll do it on Sunday instead. You'll probably be playing RE5 with a friend on Anzac Day if it's Saturday. Yeah, 25th is Saturday. Good luck on my dentist appointment, fingers crossed, thank you. Because I need it, because I think the infection is starting to spread. So that needs to get sorted. So yeah, if I'm not streaming RE4 on Monday, it'll be on Sunday, most likely. Or it could be Tuesday as well if I just start earlier, but who knows. Good luck in RE4 in my dentist appointment. Thank you, Jaded Warlock. I appreciate it. And then... yeah, if we finish Kingdom Hearts on Saturday, then... yeah, at the end of Kingdom Hearts, we will make an announcement for the next stream. For the next game that we'll be streaming. We also have some other ideas for what we can stream. So I'll discuss that with Shane later. But okay. That'll be all for me tonight. Tomorrow night, Kingdom Hearts conclusion. Soon, RE4. And next Friday, we'll continue Pokemon Throwback, but we'll be grinding instead. Stream Turret Girls? That's tempting. That's not a bad idea. Shane, write that down. Write down Turret Girls immediately. Buy it on the Steam now. Put down your Lollipragmata hentai and go against Turret Girls. Yeah, tarot girls. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Alright. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow, or Sunday, or Monday. Definitely Friday. And I guess while it's Anzac Day now, I'll also say Happy Anzac Day. I guess. Alright. Thank you so much for showing up to the stream, guys. I appreciate your support. I really do. I love talking to you guys because it makes a very boring stream much more entertaining. It's always nice to hear people actually respond positively to what I say, because boy do I not get a lot of that. Alright. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy yourselves, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you at the world that never was. See you in Kingdom Hearts. Take care of yourselves. Bye.